move on to the co-main event of the evening. This is probably one of the weakest co-main events
Yay.
for the rest of the year. We got a women's bantamweight matchup between Marion Reneau, who is the plus 110 underdog, going up against Miesha Tate, who's returning after a 4-year absence, I believe it is.
Yeah.
She is 18-7 and is the minus 130 favorite. What do you see with this matchup?
Unfortunately, I think this might be viewed as a tune-up fight for Miesha Tate, like a
Yeah.
warm-up fight. And no disrespect to Marion Reneau, she's accomplished, but I feel like 4 years ago this fight would have been more exciting. But now that there's a lot of questions about this fight, and most are surrounding Miesha Tate. Miesha is coming in having not fought in 4 years, like you mentioned, and has stated that she wants a shot at Amanda Nunes and feels she has the best skill set to beat her. She's going up against one of the oldest fighters on the roster in Reneau, who hasn't won a fight in the last 4 years. For Reneau, I believe she needs to keep the fight standing, use her kicks to work and work in the clinch. With Tate, she should look to catch one of those kicks, shoot for the takedowns, and work the ground and pound. I would also like to see Miesha use her jab and kicks to get Reneau onto the cage to work the inside the clinch. With this fight, I'm going to pick Miesha Tate only because I want to see her get that shot against Amanda Nunes and see if she can put her money where her mouth is and see if she's got what it takes. So I'm going to go with Miesha Tate by decision.
And then I was on the Art of MMA podcast earlier today, and they made a good point. Mike did that the first time that she was supposed to fight Amanda Nunes and she got beat, she had no surgery right before the fight, and then Dana White had told her, wait till afterwards and then I'll pay for it, and she still got it anyway. So that did have an effect on that fight where she kind of, I wouldn't say gave up, but her nose was very, very sensitive and tender at that point. So it left her in a bad spot for that fight. So I think she has a little bit of regret with that, and she wants to get kind of a revenge in that case. And then with her coming back, she looks even fresher and more fit than she did before, and after having a couple kids.
Yeah, but look at Amanda Nunes, man. That's not the Amanda Nunes from 6 years ago, 4 years ago. Like,
no.
That this is the Lioness who has mopped up 2 divisions. She beat the Boogie. She beat the Boogie Woman in Cyborg, and has beat everybody. You know, I don't know if a 4-year layoff is enough to.
But just remember, there's nothing worse than unpredictability. When you're a favorite fighter, you might go into it a certain way and then be caught off guard. But
that 4-year layoff is a lot, dude. Like, that's just saying something. Like 4 years. I know she went and worked for, your favorite promotion, One. So I know she was there for a bit, but we'll see.
But let's get started. First, we got Marion Reneau. Of course, this is her retirement fight. She's coming in with all but 4 straight losses. She's 44 years old. She has nice hands and throws a good calf kick. She has below average takedown defense, and she is usually easy to be taken down. Like, she's definitely shown her age with the last few fights. The last fight, she had a chance to win it, but Macy Chiasson basically took her down and kept her down, and then that's what won the fight. And then you got Miesha Tate, who's coming in the 4-year layoff. She is slow hand speed, uses the straight right hand, and then likes the level change. She telegraphs her striking too much. She is constantly looking to gain entries for the takedowns and has good timing. She goes for a double leg takedown and leg trips. She tends to be okay with too much being on her back and will accept takedowns at times. And then her top guard is really good. And she's good with the ground and pound and elbows when she gets top guard. I think in this matchup, it's a weak matchup between these two. I don't think it should be a co-main event, but they made it. We talked about it before. Maybe they should have had Maya and Air here, and then they should have had this fight over on the UFC card on the prelims as like maybe like a co-main event on the prelims just because of the face. But I'm going to go with Miesha Tate with this matchup by unanimous decision. I think basically what she's going to do is she's gonna take the advantage with the takedowns, get her down, and basically hold her down, and then look for a submission or elbows, and then so I think she's gonna just control the time right there. And Reneau, with how weak she is against that, she's not gonna be able to do too much. If she was able to keep it standing up, Reneau would have a good chance to win by just winning rounds by the striking, but I don't see that happening. I could even see Miesha Tate winning by submission, get that rear naked choke in, get on her back, and get it out. But I think at the end of the day, it's going to be Miesha Tate by decision.
I mean, we have the same decision on this one, same pick. What happens next, though? You know, does she obviously doesn't get the shot at Amanda, right?
No.
Or Jessica. I mean, Jessica Pena is in line to fight Amanda. She might win the fight. Who knows? Do you think like does she go like I don't even know, man. Like
there's so many people. There's so many people in front of her though. In that division,
like a Holly Holm, Miesha Tate.
You got Holly Holm. You got Holly Holm. You got maybe they do Miesha Tate against Jermaine Dave Randami, because she's been sitting there at number 1 for the longest time, and then Holly Holm is 2. She beat Aldana the last time she fought, and then Aldana is 3, who then just beat Kunitskaya this Saturday. So it's like you can
That's
use
the matchup. Kunitskaya, Miesha Tate. That's the next one. Then she goes to Aldana, and then she goes to Holly Holm.
Yeah, she can move up, but I just think she's not going to get that title shot anytime soon. She's going to have to wait 3-4 fights.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, she needs to earn it.
And then of course, no matter what, Reneau's retiring. So good for her to last this long. She's 44 years old. Like, even though she's on a 4 fight, and I think she's going to wind up with 5 fight losing streak, for her to last this long has been nice. And at least she can go out on her own and call her shot and be like, I'm going to retire before she loses.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations on a great career. You know, not many people could say they won 9 professional MMA fights. You know what I mean? And competed at the highest level. So shout out to Marion Reneau.